Three issues, most of them current affairs. The issue to do with the coffee agreement that was signed between the government of Uganda and Vinci Company Uganda Limited. We also had a discussion on the parish model, on the parish development model, and we had a discussion on the rising commodity prices in the country. So on the issue of the agreement, the coffee agreement between government of Uganda and Vinci, we have advised our members who sit on the trade committee, which is currently handling the petition on the coffee agreement. We've advised them to make recommendations for the cancellation of this agreement because it is not in the interest of Ugandans and it undermines the Constitution of Uganda. On the issue of parish model, we know that the policy has already been tabled before Parliament and the guidelines for implementation have also been tabled before Parliament, but the matter is coming up for debate. So we needed for our members to be ready to debate from the point of the advice of our Finance Minister, Honorable Muwanga Chivumbi, and the gaps therein.
We met today, and I want to thank the leader of opposition in Parliament for bringing us together as opposition members of Parliament to discuss pertinent issues, including the troubling coffee agreement and the escalating commodity prices and other issues as have been enumerated by our spokesperson. However, personally, I came to propose a censure for KASAIJA because KASAIJA has proved inefficient. I recall in Kosasa, he said he's no longer in charge of the ministry. There's a chief borrower. And the same KASAIJA just continue signing agreements without due consideration of the law or consequences. I don't think KASAIJA is still fit to occupy a position of a finance minister. We are in trouble in this country. He's the man who messed up the Entebbe airport expansion. You are now seeing what is happening with the flights and planes. He's the same man whose ministry signed and sanctioned this particular agreement, taking away the legitimate rights of Ugandan nationals to grow and deal in coffee among others without due consultation and even without regard to the pain undergone by these farmers to cultivate coffee, because coffee grows like trees. Once you plant a coffee in your garden, you are partially troubled with the soil and you can no longer grow any other crop. So KASAIJA is a trouble causer. He has become a conduit of most of these thugs and corruption is now benchmarked in Ministry of Finance, among others. He's no longer fit, and he testifies to that fact. Because while in Kosasi, I recall he said there is a chief borrower in his ministry, but it's the same KASAIJA is the one who continues to sign. After signing, he says, I didn't consult, I was not aware, but there's someone else who handled it. So I don't think KASAIJA is still fit to occupy this office. Either he's too old, or too uninformed, or he was hijacked, or he's just also corrupt.
So are you set to move the motion?
Of course, as opposition, we want to move as a group. We discussed today, and some among the options we are discussing. But as well, we are also giving audience and room for the committee to complete their work. But as well, we have other options like legal options, among others. And censure is also provided for within the rules of procedure and our laws. What is so hard to censure a man like KASAIJA, who is doing nothing for this country, just messing up this economy?